Hawkeye 60 is a mod maker that has created some really fantastic World War II mods, and we've got some really neat stuff to show today for those of you who are fired up about the Pacific War theater. So what I'm trying to do is get my wings dropped in time, and we'll start rolling through the mods and some cool stuff I got going on. Looks like we're about to have our flyby here and our introduction to one of his first mods. So I've got the Corsairs on deck here. Trying to get everything set up. We're about to get buzzed here. Coming down my my left side here, getting sweet. Good old PBY Catalina. And now, mind you, everything I'm about to show you is being reworked now, and I will drop that link in the video description so everybody can go check out what he's doing. So, as you can see here, that was the Essex. And I've got some destroyers out here. We've got the battleship. Guys, I'm talking like these are older mods. They're top-rated mods in my opinion for AI. Just phenomenal. But you flying off the deck with the entire fleet. I'm still working on the task force here. Plus these carriers here with the battleships. But let me tell you, it's pretty impressive. Finally being able to have some Pacific assets in here, and I really gotta tip my hat to the man. I just found out about these over the weekend. I literally all night I downloaded all the Pacific stuff. Wound up kind of throwing this together last minute last night. Started with throwing some stuff on deck here. Another shout out to the livery designer. There's a pack out there on the user files with a link in it when you download it to, I think he has like maybe 15 different liveries, including Black Sheep Squadron, just a bunch of really sharp stuff for the Corsair. As you can see up there, we'll pass them on the way off the deck, is the SBD Dauntless, and it's an older model, so we're gonna see an updated one, and that'll be in the link to Hawkeye 60's upcoming stuff. But you know, they picked up Masson and Current Hill for their mods, and I really think they're missing out with Hawkeye, because the stuff that he's pushing out, there's a ton of different stuff. So on the carriers over there, we got the Hornet. I've got it set up kind of like the Doolittle raid, so there's a bunch of B-25s on the back, and then the carrier on the other side. I forget the class, but we've got some TBF Avengers over there with some Hell Divers, and then up front we got the SBD Dauntlesses. Again, all flare right now, they all fly. I just don't have them doing anything right now on the mission. And then we've got several huge battleship classes up front. I can't remember, I think one's Missouri over there, and I can't remember what's off the front of the carrier now. Go ahead and get airborne. I hope I got the speed set up correctly on all the carriers and we don't end up running into somebody, but just to demonstrate before I get in the air here. So you can kind of see how I've got the fleet set up right now, right? But just to really show the level of detail on these free mods. I mean, just fantastic work, especially since we're waiting right now on DCS to release the Pacific theater stuff. And those of you who are hesitant to buy AI assets right now, I mean, this is shit hot. I mean, it's all free, it's all working at DCS right now. I mean, just badass, man. It really makes me wish we had naval modules that we could control, and I won't get off the weeds on that, but I mean, kudos to I think it's Hawkeye 60, and everything he's done and all his contributors. Just fantastic work for finally having the Corsair in Pacific theater. This is the Hornet. And you know, as you can see, I got the B-25s on there. Pretty sweet. And then over here, I forget which carrier this is. You can see we got a load of Helldivers on there. TBF Avengers. Again, all of them fly. I believe the TBFs drop torpedoes. Another destroyer, different class. There's multiple classes of destroyers here. And then I believe this is the Missouri. Again, just made top-notch work. It really makes you feel like you're in a Pacific theater. Now, that's not the only shit that we got going down. When I get in the air, I can't promise I'll make it back to the airfield because I've got some Japanese AAA at the airfield now that I'm going to go try to make a run on. And I've also got two variations of Japanese World War II aircraft. I am definitely not really good at describing what those are. So you'll have to bear with me. There's a lot better experts out there on that. So we're just going to load up with this for now because more than likely I'm going to get smoked. But
request rearming.
I've got AAA set up. I've got some
Copy.
flak. I've got a few tanks down there. And then the airfield is loaded up with Japanese aircraft now, and it just looks fucking fantastic from the air. So, yeah. So once we're rearmed, refueled, or not refueled, but rearmed, we'll get off the deck. We'll head over to Guam over there up to Olaf Airfield, see if we can't throw a few bombs on the planes without getting shot down. And then, pending I make it out of there, we'll head back to Rota and do a field landing because over at the field,
Rearming complete.
I have B-24s, B-25s, and some P-38s that are also able to download. They also fly. So if you have the patience and the comfort to work with the mission editor, man, these mods are just crushing it for Pacific operations. And keep in mind, these are all old mods. Like, he's redoing all of it, for at least from post, it looks like he's redoing all of this. So kudos to that guy. I think he's looking for help too. So any of you talented mod developers out there, definitely, it sounds like he's definitely looking for some assistance. So but yeah, with that being said, we'll get off the ground here and get rolling. Yeah, man, from the air, when you get up here, you see the fleet, especially off in the distance in the ocean. And this is relatively small. Like, I don't have everything set up the way I would like to yet. But we had some more. It's more of a stress test to see how things work. So Yeah, as it stands now, let's inch our way upstairs here. Yeah, as it stands now, I'm super impressed. No performance hits. Rotor's back off over there, far enough away from Guam where we can get some altitude here, get set up. Come off the bells here. That norm. Tail. Okay, so we're just here off the coast of Guam. Rota's off the western tip of the island down there, closer to the south. So a couple things we'll go over real quick. I just make sure everything's armed. Good there, good there. Got a couple rockets on here, so go ahead and get that set up. So something I have not done yet, which you can do, and we will. It's really just a clean test to make sure all the mods work before we start really getting heavy into it. Is you can actually dogfight these AI aircraft, these Japanese. They're not zeros. I think one's a K, maybe a vowel. I don't remember. Again, I kind of suck at that, but right now I've just got statics on the ground that we can strafe bomb, and there's a lot of AAA over here, so the assets that came with Corsair is basically what I believe I put down for flak and smaller AAA fire. Then we have some of the Japanese tanks. Last time I tried this, spent 20 minutes flying over here, and they got shot down relatively quick. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Something else is pretty cool that I noticed. I mean, it's the little details to me that matter. The rearview mirrors, or the canopy mirrors on here, are pretty badass. You can adjust these as needed individually, which is pretty cool with mouse and VR. So again, nothing groundbreaking here, but pretty cool, especially when you fly in VR, when you don't necessarily need the unnecessary cockpit view. So just another little cool function that I'm just screwing around with. Found out. Nav board will be pretty sweet. It'd be pretty sick if they incorporate anything with this. I feel like there could definitely be some use here. I'd like to see where magnitude 3 goes with that, but I don't really think there's anything in the Corsair right now specifically that we need to go over that people haven't already started kind of, say, beating into the bush. But one thing that I have noticed for the bomb drops and stuff, being around the flak over here, I mean, I was at 9,000 coming in, and I believe they started shooting at me up here. So again, in VR, I mean, the thing just feels like the Pacific when you get over this runway, and just fucking tracers everywhere. So pretty cool, pretty exciting. It's gonna be even cooler with the boys doing something like this, and definitely would highly recommend testing this out. Do a stress test on a server, maybe with a bunch of people on there. The way I have the fleet set up right now, it'd be pretty cool once Hellcat comes out to do a test where you have one of the carriers with the Corsairs, another one with the Hellcats, and really just going at it and doing a pretty extensive co-op mission. Would be pretty neat. Seeing a bunch of birds in the air. But I'm sure more will come down the line as more people get into the Pacific theater. But these mods are going to be a good start. I'm pretty fired up with what Hawkeye has going on after I found that post this weekend. I was looking at a bunch of his old mods and didn't realize that everything was alive and kicking and being updated. So good stuff. on the runway. See livery work. Of our Into the Jungle days. Not that they're necessarily behind us, but definitely caught the Pacific clap. First order of the day, I think we're gonna try to roll in on the planes and throw these two 500-pounders I have, close to the center line, and then depending on how bad we're getting beat up with AAA, may try to let these 4 rockets loose. In fact, you know what? I haven't tried to solve them at all. We'll see what happens. Got a runway down there off our nose, probably about 1, 2 o'clock. You can already start to see the reflection off some of those planes on the ground there. So we've got them on the north and south end of the runway there, off in the field. So we should start seeing some tracers about any time, because I want to say they started popping rounds at me when I was at about 9,000 feet. So. So try to release at 3,000 and pull out. See what happens. So we're going to start picking up quick. These cow flaps open. There's our juicy target. Rolling in now. We'll start seeing the fireworks. Best. Made it out. You got all the tracers there. Now this may be a lot. This is really stupid. I'm probably gonna get So this mission was really just to demonstrate what it looked like. We're going to be stupid and do a low level high-speed pass here. See if I can get y'all in close enough to see all the planes and all the little shit going up. Some real World War II stuff here. Oh shit, there you go. Well, looks like we're not making it back. And we're gonna be a prisoner of war. Well, there you go. There you go. This is actually where Corsair are at. Takeoff out of just like DCS on. White back. Lives. And that's where the girl went to taxi here. Very cool. And over there, kind of hard to see, you got the B-38s way over there. And we have over there. As we get into making missions and stuff, fluctuates the power of it's pretty sweet to see where these go. I haven't even taken a close look at the top. Free model. Yeah, I don't think it's locked on. If I get close enough here and see if they're getting especially as Sockeye upgrades them. Oh shit, that's awesome. Yeah, so there you go. Very cool. Crew gets out and lit attention right in front of the bird. So yeah, as the updated ones come out, definitely be adding them to the server and to the missions, and then I'll do an updated video, let everybody know when they're out. And if everybody could just, man, I highly encourage anybody who downloads this stuff to go give them kudos, drop them a thumbs up, and really support all the hard work. This is a lot for those of us who, you know, love flying World War II stuff, Pacific, and don't have anything right now for somebody to go and do all this, you know, for free. So, yep. Hope y'all enjoyed the video and the rant, and yeah, look forward to more content.